Hello everyone, my name is Xandierious, and welcome back to another Magic Arena video. In today's video, we're going to be going back into the Cascade event, which is no doubtably over by the time this video comes out, but I wanted to cover this mono green deck that I have been running with and having a lot of fun with before we get into the deck list. Really quick, if you see a deck here that interests you and you want to see in a future video, comment it down below. Be more than happy to play it. If there's a type of deck you would like to see and it's within the realm of possibility for me to make, also comment that. And before we get into the deck, I would also like to point out the obvious meta. Having Lavina counters the Cascade effect because the Cascade effect plays a spell for free. She counters it via her ability. I only have one of her. You'll probably see this in a future video. The Johnny's Welcome being the only one drop, Johnny's Pride Mate going out of control and all this stuff. This type of deck is currently what is dominating right now, so I expect to see a lot of it in our video today. It will probably crush us, but this is our deck. 4 Land of War Elves, 2 Shaper's Sanctuary. At first I wasn't sure about including this for the 1-drop slot, but it has worked so beautifully. It has dug us out of so many holes. Druid of the Cowl, great 2-drop, mana ramp as well. Carl Harpooner for the reach and reach fight abilities. We have Merfolk Branchwalker for the Wildgrowth Walker Explore package. You know we got those 4 Jade Light Ranger as well. I threw in my one and only Growing Rights of Itlamok. It has come in pretty clutch, but you know, maybe having another 2 Steel Leafs would be pretty good. I only own 2, so I can't run the playset. 2 Thrashing Bronodon, 2 Beast Whisperer, Vivian Reed, Carnage Tyrant, Multani for another reach creature later in the game, Plaka Worm for the, something to ramp up to, and then the life gain plus drawing the card if it dies, and then 2 Galta, 23 Forest. So with all that said, let's pay for the event and jump right into it. Our first hand is looking like a throwaway hand. We do have some decent 2-drops and a 3-drop, but I don't like that much land, especially with how much ramp is in this. This is a much more fine start. We are facing potentially Gates or Golgari. I can't quite tell right now. Gates is very interesting in this matchup. This is definitely Gates. Definitely Gates. Definitely Gates. I tried to look at the cards that they're running. I don't think I really saw much other than Land of War Elves and Gates Blaze. And I think I saw Land of War Elves at least. So we're going to have to be careful not to overextend onto the board too much. With that said, I do want to get my life gain and whatnot. With my Wildgrowth Walker, we get the Shaper's Sanctuary out, so if they have spot removal they want to use, they're going to pay by drawing me a card. Plaka Worm will be nice later on in the game, if we can support that. For now, we are able to drop the Jade Light. Jade Light will gain us a bunch of life, and find us a Branchwalker, which will gain us a bunch more life. We will be able to get in there and hit him really hard. Galta's showing his face right on the top. Wildgrowth Walker buffs some more, gains us some more life. Right now we are representing a 2-drop Galta next turn. I know what I said about not overextending on the board, but I think unless they Gates Ablaze us, we should absolutely drop the Galta. So here we go. 2-drop Galta can get anything out of our deck except for another Galta, which was right on top. I'll drop the Crawl Harpooner, why not? And there's the Galta, and here's a ton of damage. Opponent's dead next turn. This has been an amazing first game. And Gates Ablaze can't even save them at this point. The only thing that can save them really is an untapped white land into a Settle the Wreckage. They'd represent the other white with Gateway Plaza, but it doesn't look like they have it. It looks like it's GG. I don't know why they're playing out their turn. I don't know. Maybe it's a pride thing. They're going to blow up my enchantment. Go ahead. 2 damage to me, and then they concede. I guess they just really wanted to play out their turn. They didn't want to see my shenanigans, though. That's for sure. All right. A very, very fast... That might have been my fastest win. That might even be faster than when I played the red deck. I don't quite remember. It's been a couple days since I played the red deck, so I space out my recordings. All right. This looks really good. We got the Llanowar ramp. We got the Wildgrowth into either another Llanowar or a Shaper's Sanctuary. We got the Jade Light if the Walker survives, which depending on the deck we're playing against, it may or may not survive. Let's see what we're playing against. Play with the Scorpion here off to the side. What is it? Is it red? It's white. Is it white-blue? Are we going to see the Xandierious shenanigans? Yes, we are. I'm fairly certain I saw the blue. I could play out a 3-drop. I think I'll just stick with my Walker plan for now. Playing out a 3-drop does seem good. I would play it out if I had a Steel Leaf, but Jade Light is all I got. Do I represent the trade here? No. I value my 3rd land. What does the opponent do? No blue yet, so they can't counter my Cascade. I do see the blue in their deck. Another Healer's Hawk. They are big into that lifelink. We're gonna need to... I'm not actually sure what we're gonna need to do, but those Healer's Hawk at the very least are gonna be chipping us away. There's the Jade Light into the Llanowar. Another land would be good. And I don't want that. Alright, gain some life. Play out another Llanowar. There we go. And then let's swing at him for 3. I'm really at a loss of how we're going to beat them. I mean, I just have to hope that they somehow stall out. They're representing the skies very well. Next turn we'll have 6, maybe 7 mana. I would like to drop Beast Whisperer, but I might have to push for Pelaka Worm. Now I think they're going to keep enough back that they can double block and kill. Ooh. Alright. So we're going to Beast Whisper into a Growing Rites. There we go. That's going to put a Llanowar Elves into our hand, I suppose. And then we're in a Galta. Draw a card off the trigger. And let's see. They could trade there. They could double trade. I could push the aggression. I don't think I need to hang back. My way to win is to push as much damage as quick as possible. Because as soon as they start getting Pride Mate and as soon as they play blue and drop the 2-drop that does nutty stuff, I'm in a lot of trouble. I don't really want to be in that much trouble right now. They're taking a while. They might be stalling out. Maybe they don't have anything. Maybe they're going to do something absolutely nutty here, and I'm just going to instantly concede and throw my mouse through my screen. Probably not. I probably won't throw my mouse through my screen. I like my mouse a lot. It's a really neat little custom mouse. I got programmable buttons and stuff. Can't figure out how to tell the software that I want to make more programmable interfaces for it. Oh, Conclave Tribunal. There it is. There's the steam they needed against my Galta. And they're going to be representing enough lifelink this turn to make a 4/4 Flying Angel token. I'm pretty sure this game is lost. Pretty sure. Well, I will draw my card. I could see another Galta. I'm going to play this out anyway. I'm not just going to go belly up and give up. Alright, they're attacking with the 3/3 here. I could prevent some of the damage, but the card draw seems pretty strong. I'll take it. Yep, there's their angel. Here is a Palaka worm, right? That's what we want to do. Yeah. So we'll get a Jade Light. That'll buff the Wildgrowth Walker. That'll gain us a bunch of life. Then it explores with the Galta on top. So we're going to be able to get out another Galta. Gain a bunch of life. Play the Galta. Draw a card. We'll play out another Wildgrowth Walker. Draw a card. Ooh, do I get really greedy with this? So I think I live next turn. Yeah, let's just get an absurd amount of life gain. Oh my gosh, another walker. Alright. They can easily block and kill stuff. I doubt they double block. If they double block, I kill their Resplendent. And I don't think they want that. They'll probably take the 5. Alright, they take the 5. They could have chumped with their token as well, but I think with how much damage they're representing in the air, they're not really worried about too much. Now, what is opponent up to at this point? What are you up to, opponent? Are you going to absolutely destroy me? I probably could have tapped better. I probably could have tapped other things for Palaka Worm. That binding is probably for my worm. Oh no, it's probably for Galta. Yeah. Well, I'll take action. I can Thrashing Bronodon and get back a Galta. Jeez, yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Down to 10 again, but I am going to gain a butt ton of life. They get another 5/5 Vigilant Flyer. I really think this is over, but I think it's impressive that I've hung in this far. Alright, I'm going for the manual taps here because I don't want anything to mess up and go weird. There's my Cascade. Get the Branch Walker, get a draw card. Get all that. Sure, I'll leave it on the library in case I want to play it. A lot of life. Then I'll play out my land. I will... I'll go for the Beast Whisperer first. There we go. Then I'll tap to add a mana for each creature I control. Play out my Wildgrowth Walker. There it is. Kapow. Alright. Then I'll play out the Merfolk Branch Walker. Alright. We're doing stuff. We're doing it. Then I will remember to do this. I'll pop the Conclave Tribunal. I'll leave the Ixalan's Binding. I don't have any more Galtas in my deck. I'll drop a Carnage Tyrant because he's scary. And then I have 2 mana left over. And I'll drop the Crawl Harpooner, and I'll probably kill one of the Resplendent Angels here. So it's going to be... Yes, that's going to be enough to kill an angel. Yep, take action. There we go. And then I still have one more. I'll play out the Shaper's Sanctuary. And then I'll swing in with everything I got. Because that is the only way I can manage to win this. It's very possible I can win next turn. Then again, they could run Settle the Wreckage and absolutely destroy me. At this point, losing Beast Whisperer is just whatever. I'm going to put some of the revealed cards towards the end of my hand, especially the lands. I don't really care about lands at this point. They're carefully blocking here, making sure to kill a walker here. They don't want me to represent an insane amount of life gain, but at this point I got, what? 2 Jade Lights on the field. I have another one in my hand. That represents a lot more life gain, but I wanted to make sure I Crawl Harpooned that Resplendent Angel. Wow, we got opponent down to 6 and then to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodbye, lands. I don't need ya. Oh, I still have land in my hand anyway. Alright. So what does the opponent do? Do they have a solution? Can they actually win? At this point, I don't really need the Cascade effect or anything crazy like that. I just need to beat them. Jade Light's my best drop next turn because it buffs my remaining Wildgrowth Walkers. It gives me life, which is irrelevant because I've kind of gotten all or nothing play. It really depends what they're up to. Another Conclave is crappy. That's going right on my Ghalta, I know it is. Yep. We got another creature. Can't believe they keep getting these Conclave Tribunals. That's driving me insane. Well, I'll take the card draw. I won't say no to card draw. Ooh, Vivian. That's another way I can take out their flyers with Vivian. Alright, they're going to be representing at least 15 in the air. None of it will be lifelink. I'm not going to hover over anything because I want them to realize that mistake on their own. They have to gain 5 life to make another angel. So they'd have to attack with all the Healer's Hawk. These don't attack. These don't tap anyway when they attack. I'm not sure what they're thinking about. But they're thinking. Alright. Looks like they're only going to be looking to gain 4 life. It's not enough to do much. Alright, I'll play my land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get out the Vivian Reed. That should cascade down very nicely. There's a Steel Leaf Champion. Some card draws, always a nice thing. There's Vivian. I will minus her to destroy the Resplendent Angel. No more shenanigans there. And then I will play out the Jade Light. Get some card draw. Leave Multani on the top. That's a good one. Get a bunch of triggers. And then I will tap this for each creature I control. I get 14. Alright. So I will Thrashing Bronodon. I'll draw a card. I do have to be careful about decking. I will get back my Ghalta again. That does seem like a good idea. If I can't kill him this turn, I need to get Ghalta back. Let's make sure I get Multani. There we go. I have 7 creatures in the graveyard. I will not be able to play out Steel Leaf, but that's fine. I can get this and Merfolk Branchwalker, and that's going to be good enough value. We're going to target their Angel, take the action on the fight, get them gone. There we go. And then Branchwalker for the Explore. And the life gain. There it is. Alright, next. All attack, even the 1 Lana War Elf that I left untapped. And when I said I couldn't play Steel Leaf, I guess I could have. But I don't really care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll have all this left over. I'll discard those 3. And let's see if I get it. They're probably going to have to block very carefully, but let's leave the math to them. 12-12 Multani is pretty nutty. Why is Multani a 12-12? Do I have... Oh, because all the lands in my graveyard count for Multani. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. He's going to go up to a 15-15 then. The opponent concedes. I threw in the towel super early on this game. You have no clue how much, like, a huge victory that is. I can't tell if they, like, mathed it out in their head and they're like, oh, I'm dead. And then didn't bother to block. What an absolute epic win. I cannot believe that. We have a really fast win. By the way, I love this deck. This deck is my favorite that I've played in Cascade so far. Actually, no, I had a lot of fun with the mill. The mill has gotten more frustrating to play. I've played it a bit more since that video. It's gotten so much more frustrating to play. That's a fine hand. It does plenty of things. We'll keep it. Represents a turn 2 Steel Leaf, which I absolutely go for. Hey, look, another blue-white matchup. And they represent the blue and the white. They can destroy our Cascade effect next turn. Let's see if they do that. Red, Jeskai. Hello, Jeskai. Are you going to counter my Steel Leaf? I really hope not. I really hope you don't have an Essence Scatter, Capture. No, not Capture, Scatter. It'd have to be... Ooh, here's the moment. He made it. Steel Leaf made it. He might get Lava Coiled on their turn. He might Lightning Strike this. Yep. There's a Lightning Strike into Shock. Yes, I see the Shock. There goes all my ramp, which is pretty powerful on the opponent's turn. They deny my Beast Whisperer next turn. Let's see. Wildgrowth seems like a fine drop. We'll get Llanowar or the Shaper's Sanctuary. It looks like I didn't see Shapers. All right. So if they try to spot remove anything, we'll draw cards. That's pretty powerful. Let's see if they have a kill for Steel Leaf somehow. Nope. All right, Walker comes down. Is it instantly bolted away? Nice. Thanks, opponent. Thanks. Appreciate it. Ooh, nasty seal away on the Steel Leaf champion. Shock probably my face. Yep. And they're shocking my face. All right. I had a moment there where maybe I thought they were going to go for the Wildgrowth and double shock it or something. And I'll take action on my draw. They seal away Steel Leaf. I can Thrashing Bronodon and get it back, but I think it's important that I keep up as much tempo as possible. So I'm going to play the Beast Whisperer this turn. See what I see? See? Look at that. Never punished. It's like he never left. I get another Steel Leaf. And then I can chip him away for 1. I would be very surprised to see a seal away. That must mean... Ooh, they're shocking the Steel Leaf. Alright. I'll draw all these cards all day long. You're doing all these cool seal-aways, and I just top-decked a Galta. Congrats, opponent. Oh, drawing me the Llanowar sucks, though. Alright, draw me another card. More than happy to. Keep refilling my hand. You will be forever punished. Damn. Look at all this card draw. I mean, they're clearing my board. They're controlling me. They're doing what they want to do. And I saw at least one Teferi in that stack of cards flying down into oblivion. Alright. Alright, opponent. Wildgrowth into Jade Light, you think? Or Jade Light into whatever happens? What would be the best play here? Maybe a Thrashing Bronodon. We'll set this up a little better. No. Got a little Llanowar. They could try to kill the Thrashing Bronodon, which would be a problem. So I'm going to play out the Llanowar Elves. And, yeah, pass it over to them. If they try to kill Thrashing Bronodon, I'll get the trigger off of the Shaper's Sanctuary, and then I'll pop the Bronodon to pop Seal Away on Steel Leaf. But none of that's going to happen because the opponent's conceding. Oh, we get another easy win. Control deck could not control my deck because my card draw was out of this world. And that right there is the amazingness of Shaper's Sanctuary. I absolutely recommend that card in this format. It has done wonders. Worst case scenario, something cascades down to it and you play it later. I don't like having some of the 1-drops in here. I really am tempted to ditch this, but turn 2 steel. Ooh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Adam, Fido. How could you do this to me? All right. Well, we're going to have our deck probably shut down. This is probably where we see our defeat. Our first defeat. Hopefully we don't get 2 in a row. I'd like to get another win out of this deck. Just one more win before the event ends, because I'm going to do this recording and then I'm going to record my janky version of what Adam here is playing and be happy with that. Holy cow, they kept a hand with 3 of Johnny's. What were they thinking? The absolute mad lad. Alright, we get Crawl Harpooner. If they're playing the deck, ideally they probably don't have flyers anyway. Next turn, we can Ghalta. I don't know if I hate that. We need to represent the damage as fast as possible, after all. Especially before a Cascade gets shut down. Ooh, cascading into another Llanowar. Feels bad, man. Let's actually play out the Shaper's Sanctuary in case they have a Seal Away or something here. Alright, I hate to wish ill against the opponent, but I hope they... Yes! They didn't have it. They didn't have it. They kept what appears to be a 2-lander with 3 of their 1-drops in hand, which was... I don't know why they even thought of that. This is it, people. This is it. I'm getting excited. I punched my microphone. I don't know if you heard that. If you heard a little... Like a little... You know... Right in your ear. Alright, I'm going to stop doing that. Oh, maybe one more for the road. Alright. But I'm getting excited. This could be it. We could take this event undefeated here. I'll keep it because this can cascade down into the thing that I'm trying to think of. So we absolutely play the elves. That's how we're going to be able to turn 2 the Jade Light. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't know. What are we playing against? MTG Canada. Canada representing the scene. Make the gargoyles shake a little bit. Get the golem. See a little golem there in the background? You poke him and he gets all grumpy and like moves around. He's like, stop that. Cut it out, guys. Alright. I could play out the Wildgrowth Walker, but... I just need to go. Alright, we'll keep that. Next turn, we can Walker, Branch Walker. Yeah, that's it. And then drop a Shaper's Sanctuary at the end of the turn. That looks like our game plan next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, what you got? You got the thing that ruins my Cascade? You got a Johnny? Ooh, you don't got nothing. You got a whole lot of nothing. Alright, plow out the forest, get the wild growth. This will get a Llanowar or a Shaper's Sanctuary. We see the Llanowar. The beautiful Llanowar. We will play the Branch Walker they know about. That'll explore, and we'll keep the Ghalta right on top. And then we'll play the Shaper's Sanctuary in case they have a Seal Away. Hit them for 4. Yes, we hit them for 4. Alright, we can still lose this, believe it or not. There's the white and go. And the concede. Oh my gosh. I have not run through 5 games that fast. I cannot believe it. I've yet to go undefeated in this event. My blue-white deck has gone 7-1, all three times I've played it. Not 7-1, 5-1, excuse me. But 5-0 I've never done in this event, especially not with this deck. This deck always teeters out in 2 and 3 wins. I've never gotten beyond 3 wins with this deck. I mean, that goes to show you the power that green does pack. Ooh, I love that. I love that because of mono blue right now. But, oh my gosh, and we get a pack to open at the end of this. Audience, this is amazing. What do we got? We got this thing. That's kind of cool, actually. We got a Kaya's Wrath. That's amazing. That's perfect for my Esper control deck. I'm beside myself right now. Congratulations, Cascading Canopy. Big-ass Palaka Worm roaring his face off there. Yeah. Wow. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below a deck that you may like to see in another video. Be more than happy to do that. But until then, I will see you on the flip side. Bye!